Man who is not sent to build but to destroy always carries signs, and the first of those signs is deception. He is clothed in charm, his words smooth like honey, but his intentions bitter like poison. At first, he speaks to your needs, your dreams, and your pain, making you feel understood in ways no one else ever has. But behind those words, there is no truth, no consistency, no foundation. His stories shift like shadows, never steady, never complete. When you begin to ask questions, he dodges them with laughter, with flattery, or with anger, because a man sent to deceive cannot stand in the light of honesty. He thrives in confusion, for the devil works in whispers, in half-truths, in illusions. If every conversation leaves you more uncertain than before, if you find yourself questioning your own sense of reality, that is no accident, it is the strategy of a deceiver. He is not there to guide you, he is there to blind you. You see, truth builds trust, but lies build chains, and his goal is to keep you bound without you ever realizing it. The second sign is the destruction of peace. A man not aligned with light cannot rest where peace dwells. Watch how chaos follows him. Arguments break out, relationships collapse, and nothing stable survives his presence. He feeds off drama, always pulling you into storms you never asked for. If you notice that since his arrival, your spirit feels unsettled, your nights sleepless, your home uneasy, pay attention. That is not coincidence, that is contamination. The devil's messengers come to steal your calm and replace it with noise so that you cannot hear your own inner voice. And when you lose peace, you lose clarity, and when you lose clarity, you make choices that enslave you further. Peace is one of the greatest treasures of the soul, and any man who constantly disturbs it is not sent for your good. He may appear confident, but look closely, and you will see he builds nothing lasting. He may make promises, but those promises evaporate when it's time to deliver. His words spark excitement, but his actions leave devastation. He may call it passion, but it's recklessness. He may call it strength, but it's pride. He may call it love, but it's control. Every good thing in your life begins to wither under his influence, as if he carries drought wherever he goes. Relationships with friends weaken, your self-worth diminishes, your goals slip out of focus, and yet you keep asking yourself why you feel so drained. That is the sign of a man who was never meant to build with you, he was sent to break you. What makes it more dangerous is how well he disguises destruction as devotion. He can play the role of protector, but somehow, you end up feeling unprotected. He can speak of loyalty, yet you are always betrayed. He can speak of love, but you feel more lonely than ever. That contradiction is the proof. A man aligned with truth makes your soul rest easier, but a man aligned with darkness leaves you in constant unrest. So when deception is his language and destruction is his pattern, you must not ignore the signs. The danger is not in the storm he brings, but in you convincing yourself it is just rain. Many have mistaken bondage for love, manipulation for care, and chaos for passion, because the deceiver knows how to dress his poison in beauty. But when your peace is gone, when your clarity is gone, when your spirit feels trapped, then you already know, you are not in the presence of someone sent to bless you, but of someone sent to break you. True faith is tested in the storms of life, not in the calm, and maximizing it requires discipline, humility, and vision. Anybody can say they have faith when the sun is shining, when the bills are paid, when the body is healthy, when doors are opening, and when life feels easy. But real faith reveals itself when the rain won't stop, when the nights are long, when the answers don't come, and when everything inside you wants to quit. Faith that only works in comfort is fragile. Faith that stands strong in chaos is powerful. The storm is not meant to break you, it is meant to build you. It is in the storm that you discover how deep your roots really are, and how much strength you really carry. Discipline is the first key to maximizing your faith in the storm. Discipline is what allows you to stay steady when emotions want to take control. Discipline means you show up even when you don't feel like it. You keep moving when everything in you says sit down. You keep praying when the answers are delayed. You keep working on your dream when the progress is invisible. Discipline trains your spirit to remember what your emotions forget, that faith is bigger than the circumstances you see. Discipline is how you silence the excuses, how you keep your focus, and how you refuse to let the storm dictate your direction. Without discipline, faith becomes inconsistent. With discipline, faith becomes unstoppable. But discipline alone is not enough. You must carry humility. Humility keeps you grounded when faith begins to open doors. Humility reminds you that your victories are not just your doing, but a result of grace, guidance, and the unseen strength that carried you. Without humility, faith can turn into arrogance. Humility makes you teachable. It makes you grateful. It makes you recognize that you are not climbing this mountain by yourself, but with a greater power and with the help of others along the way. Humility keeps your faith pure, so you never lose sight of the bigger picture. It teaches you to celebrate progress without worshiping success, to value the journey more than the applause, and to serve others as you rise. Vision is the final piece, because without vision, faith has nowhere to go. Faith needs a target. Faith is not random hope, it is focused belief. Vision is what allows you to look past the storm and see the destination. Vision is what keeps you moving forward when the present looks impossible. Vision paints a picture in your heart of the life you are called to live, the person you are destined to become, the legacy you are meant to leave. And when storms rise, vision reminds you that what you see today is not the end of the story. Vision whispers that your pain has purpose, your struggle has meaning, and your endurance is shaping a future that will make sense of the hardship. Imagine a ship caught in a violent sea. The waves crash, the winds howl, and the night is dark. If the captain has no destination, he will panic, drift, and be destroyed. But if the captain has a vision of the harbor, he endures the storm because he knows where he is headed. That is what vision does for your faith. It gives your storm a context. It gives your suffering a direction. It tells you that this struggle is not the final chapter, it is only the setup for the breakthrough that lies ahead. Maximizing your faith is not about living storm-free. It's about being storm-proof. It's about having the discipline to stay steady, the humility to stay grounded, and the vision to stay focused. It's about realizing that the storm doesn't define you, it refines you. It strips away the shallow parts of you, the weak parts of you, and it leaves behind only the strongest, most unshakable version of yourself. The storm is not a curse, it is a classroom. And if you embrace it, it will teach you resilience, patience, gratitude, and wisdom. Think about every great story, every great leader, every great transformation. None of them were born in comfort. They were shaped in storms. They were tested by life, and they chose to maximize their faith instead of surrender to fear. That is the invitation for you. Don't waste your storm. Don't complain through it. Don't run from it. Use it. Grow from it. Let it sharpen your discipline, deepen your humility, and expand your vision. And when you come through the storm, and you'll discover that your faith has been multiplied. You'll walk with a strength you never knew you had. You'll inspire others who are still fighting their battles. You'll realize that maximizing your faith was never just about surviving, it was about becoming. Becoming the person who can weather any season. Becoming the leader who can guide others. Becoming the soul that shines brightest when the world grows dark. So embrace your storm. Maximize your faith. Stand tall with discipline. Walk low with humility, and look far with vision. Because the storm is temporary, but the strength you gain from it will last forever.